Please remember, this video contains graphic content which some viewers might find disturbing. Imagine sipping a cocktail unaware it's your last. Had it a seemingly loving wife turn into an accused poisoner, and then wrote a children's book about grief. Stay tuned for a story that will leave you questioning everything that you know about trust and deception. Our story centers on Kouri Richins, a 33-year-old real estate agent from Kamas, Utah. Kouri, on the surface, appeared to be living a typical suburban life. Married to Eric Richins, age 39, they had 3 children and were known in the community as an ordinary, unassuming family. However, beneath this veneer of normalcy, financial troubles brewed. Reports indicate that Kouri was embroiled in significant debt, owing nearly $1.8 million to various lenders, along with $190,000 in state and federal taxes. The financial strain was intensifying. The plot thickens in 2020 when Eric, sensing marital discord, consulted divorce and estate attorneys. He made a decisive move to alter his will, removing Kouri as a beneficiary and instead transferring his estate to his sister, intended for the benefit of their children. This change, unknown to Kouri, set the stage for the tragic events that were to follow. Fast forward to January 1st, 2022, Kouri attempts a significant alteration in one of Eric's life insurance policies. Her plan? To remove the business partner as a beneficiary and add herself. However, this attempt fails. Undeterred, she succeeds in taking out a new $100,000 policy later that month. The financial pressures were mounting, the marital relationship was fraying, and Kouri's actions were becoming increasingly desperate and covert. It all started to unfold on February 11, 2022. Kouri made a clandestine purchase, a $900 acquisition of fentanyl, a powerful and deadly opioid. A pivotal moment arrived on March 3, 2022. According to allegations, Kouri prepared a Moscow Mule cocktail for Eric as part of a celebration. Unbeknownst to him, this drink was laced with 5 times the lethal dose of fentanyl. Eric consumed the cocktail, unaware of his fatal adulteration. In the early hours of March 4, 2022, Kouri discovered Eric unresponsive and cold to the touch. A call for emergency services was made, but it was too late. Eric Richins was pronounced dead, and what initially appeared to be a tragic accident soon turned into a criminal investigation. As investigators delved into the case, the pieces began to fall into place. The life insurance policies, the financial debt, and the clandestine purchase of fentanyl painted a grim picture of premeditation and deceit. The prosecution alleged that Kouri's motives were rooted in financial gain, driven by the immense debt and her desire for the life insurance payout. What goes through the mind of someone in Kouri's position? How does financial desperation intertwine with the decision to commit such a heinous act? In the wake of Eric's death, the community was left reeling, struggling to comprehend how a seemingly normal life could spiral into such a dark abyss. The investigation into Eric Richins' untimely death was a maze of financial records, personal testimonies, and forensic evidence. Each piece of evidence seemed to draw a clearer picture of what transpired in the Richins household. Authorities began by unraveling the financial web Kouri had woven. The life insurance policies, taken out without Eric's knowledge, were a critical lead. Investigators learned that these policies were procured between 2015 and 2017, totaling $2 million, a substantial sum that raised suspicions about Kouri's motives. Forensic analysis played a pivotal role in the case. Toxicology report confirmed the presence of fentanyl in Eric's system. As the evidence mounted, the focus turned squarely on Kouri. On May 8, 2023, after a meticulous year-long investigation, Kouri Richins was arrested at her home in Kamas, Utah. She faced serious charges, aggravated murder, and possession of a controlled substance. Disclaimer: these are only speculations and do not reflect a professional psychological analysis. Psychological factors behind Kouri Richins' alleged crime can be understood through the lens of common characteristics of poisoners. According to forensic psychologist Joni Johnston, poisoners often display traits that differ from other types of murderers. These individuals tend to avoid direct confrontation and instead plot secretly against their targets, frequently motivated by financial gain. This aligns with the allegations that Richins took out life insurance policies on her husband without his knowledge and was facing significant financial debt. Johnston points out that poisoners are usually sneakier than other murderers, often appearing loving and caring while masking their sinister intentions. This covert approach allows them to operate under the radar, meticulously planning their actions. This is contrasted with murderers driven by rage or impulse, who tend to be more overt and less strategic in their actions. The use of poison, such as fentanyl in Richins' case, which can be undetectable in a drink, highlights the methodical and hidden nature of these crimes. On June 12, 2023, Richins appeared in the Summit County, Utah court. At a hearing on November 3, 2023, 3rd District Court Judge Richard Mrazek found substantial evidence supporting the aggravated murder charge against Kouri Richins. Consequently, the court has frozen her assets, including those held by Kouri Richins Realty, where she is the sole employee. This measure aims to preserve assets in case of a conviction under Utah's Slayer statute, which is designed to prevent killers from profiting off the crimes. The court has also granted Eric's family a formal financial interest in Kouri's estate since the time of Eric's death. This action serves as collateral in the event of any transfer of money or assets that a court later determines should have belonged to Eric's family. Kouri Richins' murder trial, however, is not expected to happen soon. During a status hearing in September 2023, her defense attorney, Sky Lazaro, indicated that there are already about 1.2 million individual pieces of evidence to review, most of it being cell phone data. The defense and prosecutors from the Summit County Attorney's Office are currently in the midst of discovery in this murder case. Finally, after consulting with Eric Richins' father and his two sisters, the prosecution will not seek the death penalty against Kouri Richins. Consequently, the murder charge will be a non-capital first-degree felony, which is punishable by 25 years to life in prison without parole. Eric Richins' murder is a stark reminder that evil lives right under our nose, and we should always beware the dark side of human nature. What do you think? Is Kouri Richins guilty or innocent? Thank you for joining us today on Casual Evil. Until next time, stay safe and keep seeking the truth.